it could be you too.
Tonight's event put on by Vanessa Abron was very enlightening. I didn't even know what PR was when I walked in.
I was just here at the Vanessa Abron shoestring PR seminar, which was full of a lot of good information.
I really liked how she was able to explain PR in a very simple way.
It was great. It was information. She has all of the experience that you need.
So many wonderful tidbits into literally any and every type of business, big, small, throughout the entire spectrum.
I think talking to Vanessa would be a great place to start, how to figure out your PR campaign.
She is very candid, so she can tell you the ins and the outs of everything.
Say we give it 2 thumbs up.
You won't want to miss the next one.
Definitely recommend anyone interested in learning how to grow their business and how to do it using PR. They contact Vanessa.
And I'm excited for her next workshop. So please, please, please look her up. You'll love her.
Welcome to the LWOO show, you guys. It is so good to see you. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I am Lauren C. Martin, but I go by LWOO. And LWOO stands for Lauren Ward Overcoming Obstacles and Learning Wisdom, Optimism, and Opportunity. I have Vanessa here with me today, and I'm super, super honored to be interviewing this woman. Now, did you guys know that it's Women's History Month? So, of course, you know I had to do a special with women. Vanessa, welcome.
Thank you.
It is so great to have you here today.
Oh, shucks, it's nothing.
Oh, you look so pretty.
Anything for you.
Oh, thank you. Well, Vanessa, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh my gosh, where do you want me to begin? That's a long story.
All right. Come on, you better.
I guess in short, I'm Vanessa Abron, work in public relations. I've been working in public relations for more than 10 years, so I would say maybe 13 years. I would say for about 10 of those years, I've been working with other companies and agencies, and for about 3 years, I've been independent.
Wow, that's amazing. And that leads me to our first question.
All right, let's
get them. Right, let's get to it. Well, Vanessa, I know that you were making moves at Nielsen, but as you did mention, you are making moves for yourself. So tell me, how did you make that change?
Well, yes, I was working at Nielsen, and that was like my last full-time position. And it was a great job. I was the director of communications for the Community Alliance Department. Got to work on some amazing projects, got to work with some amazing people. However, sometimes you're just in a role that just isn't right for you. And there was things that I wanted to do within my career that I was not able to do within that position. So within a short period of time, I was able to realize that, and I had to make a change. So I talked to my manager at the time. Her name was Cheryl Pearson McNeil, now Cheryl Grace. Oh, yes. And we had a conversation, and I slowly integrated out. And at the time, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I started freelancing while I was also looking for a full-time job. And as I was looking for a full-time job, I noticed I didn't want any of those jobs. And I was actually in a position where I was inadvertently self-sabotaging an interview because I knew I didn't want that job. Long story short, I came to the realization that a full-time job wasn't for me, and I was happiest working with my own independent clients. And so one day I just decided I am no longer going to look for a job, and I'm going to pursue developing my own business 100%.
Wow.
I know, isn't it crazy? It's been 3 years too.
Right. It is Women's History Month. And now, since we're celebrating Women's History Month, who has been the woman or women who have been influential in your life?
Oh my gosh, I hate this question on so many levels, only because I can't name just one woman. And even when I was asked a question a couple of weeks ago about who has influenced me overall, and it's so many people, and so many people played such an important factor in my life at various segments and various seasons. And just because they may not be here right now doesn't mean that their impact isn't as valuable or as strong. So of course, gotta give props to mom.
Right.
I mean,
Come
gotta,
on, to mommy.
Gotta give it to my mom.
Right.
So mom is always at the top of the list when it comes to women, because both my mom and my dad are hugely impactful. But when it comes to women, my mom is key. Then I remember there's a mentor. Her name is Jetta Bates. She has been around for a long time. I don't even remember how I met her. But I've definitely had some long conversations with her, talking about my career and what to do. And, you know, she just really just gave me the courage to say that you're okay. Like, just because you don't have a particular corporate title next to your name, it doesn't diminish who you are as an individual, what you bring to the table. Shayna Pearson, she's another person who's in marketing. Her sister, Maisha Pearson. I got some of my first business with them.
Wow.
The list can go on and on and on. So that's why I hate this question, because I'm probably leaving out someone's name. And if I am, please do not be mad at me, because I do acknowledge you. It's just that we only got so much time.
Right. It's real. That's real. Oh, that's beautiful. And you're absolutely right. It's hard to name one, but I love that you chose your mother as the very first one, because where would we be without our moms?
We wouldn't even be here, right?
Yeah, no, that's real. We wouldn't even be here without our moms, so that's real. The next question is, are you living your dream? And what's the best piece of advice you would give about living out your dream?
Am I living my dream? Absolutely. But I'm always dreaming. I'm dreaming every day.
Oh, yes.
So once you get to one level of your dream, you're always chasing another aspect of your dream. So I'm absolutely living out my dream. As I reflect on the things that I've done and the things that I've accomplished, I'm in awe. Because at the end of the day, I'll be honest, I am not exactly where I want to be. But when I look at where I've come and what I've done, I'm amazed. Like, the things that I've done, like, even when I just tell stories to people and I say, oh yeah, I did blah 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 blah, and people look at me like, are you serious? Like, you just said that like you're sipping tea. It's like, well, for me it is like sipping tea. Like, I have a funny story. So just a couple of weeks ago, I was working with a client, Indie Soul Journeys, and they have Eric Robeson as their pilot series. He's the episode about Eric Robeson is on their pilot series.
Okay.
So it's a docuseries about indie music artists. So met with Eric. He came to Chicago a couple of weeks ago. Said, hey, Vanessa, I think I met you before. And I was like, no, I don't think we met each other. And I was like, well, maybe we crossed each other's paths, because I did have a career back in music before I got into public relations.
Oh, right.
So we'll get into that later.
Right.
If we get
We
to
get
it.
time,
If
right.
we have time, we'll get into that later. So I had a stint where I was working in music. I said, well, maybe when I was working in music, our paths have crossed. He's like, no, I think it was more recent. I was like, I don't know. So anyway, the day had went on, and he said, well, I'm going to follow you on Instagram. And I said, okay. I gave him my Instagram, and he said, Vanessa, I'm already following you. And so I was like, okay, wait a minute. How did I meet this guy? We've obviously met. And I was like, oh, when I was working at Johnson Publishing Company with Ebony and Jed, he came by the office, and that's where I met him. And I gave him a tour and things like that. He's like, yeah, I remember you did give me the tour, blah, blah, blah. We was able to pull up a picture of me and him together. He's like, so you just forgot me. And I was like, man, like, my bad. Like, my bad. And it's like, and I felt kind of awkward, because like his level of celebrity is way higher than mine. And yet he remembered me and I didn't remember him. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that happened. So like, you just like, it's like stuff happens. You look up and you said, that's my life. Like, this is the life that I'm living.
Right.
Isn't it cool?
Yes, that's cool.
Like, you're doing this show. It's like so cool.
Thank you. And it is a blessing when you're living your dream. And of course, with us being so ambitious, we always are striving for more. But it is a blessing to wake up each and every day and know that you are really walking and living in your purpose and achieving your dream. So does that feel good to you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. And it was the second part of your question. I forgot what it was.
Oh, yes. The second part was, what's the best piece of advice you would give out about living your dream?
To start.
Come on.
Just take one step. I think so many times you have a dream, and your dream just seems so ambitious, and you don't know what to do to get started. And you think, okay, well, I need a business plan. I need to do this. I need this strategy, blah, blah, blah. And I would just say, just start. When I decided to start my own business, I had no idea that I was going to start a business. I had no plan, no strategy. I just woke up one day and said, okay, what's one thing that I can do today that's going to take me one step further into doing that? So whether it's, okay, today I'm going to make my logo.
Right.
Today I'm going to, you know, establish a more professional email that reflects my business. Today I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. Like, just get started and just do one thing. And once you do one thing, it will propel you to do other things.
Right.
I have a second note. I know you said one, but I have to give you one more.
Okay, not a problem.
You have to surround yourself with people that believe in your dream.
Come on, speak about it.
Because when you are progressing into that dream, and sometimes a lot of people are not going to see what you see.
Yeah.
And you have to surround yourself with people that believe in you and believe in your dream, because you're going to have those moments where you're going to second guess yourself, you're going to doubt yourself, and you're going to need those people to reach out their hand and say, no, come on, you got to keep going, let's go.
Yes.
So you need to surround yourself with very positive people that believe in your dream.
Excellent advice. Excellent. Next question, how do you overcome obstacles that may discourage you along your journey?
So I just recently really got into meditating. And I've really found that meditating allows me to first give time to myself, give me a time of peace, but also gives me that time to reflect with God, have my conversation with Him, and let go of anything that could be stressful or toxic or just not productive to the goal that I'm trying to achieve.
Yes.
So I definitely would say do some self-reflection, whether it is meditation, whether it is prayer, or just doing something where you're taking time for yourself. That would be what I found to be the most beneficial for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And why do you think it's so important to love yourself?
Because who else is? How are you going to convince someone else to love you when you don't love yourself? How are you going to go into a room and say, love me, I'm great, but you don't believe it? So when you don't believe it, no one else is going to believe it. And I actually had to find that out the hard way too. Like, there's been times where I wasn't the most confident in myself, and I've noticed that the times where I'm not the most confident in myself, other people are feeding off the energy. And I'm noticing that when I'm just completely loving myself, and when I have that energy, like, I am getting anything that I want. Like, everything that I want. If I'm not getting it right now, I know, okay, I don't have it right now, but I am about to get it.
Yes.
You know, so if you don't love yourself, you cannot convince anyone else to love you back. So that is why it's so important to have self-love.
That is so true. And my last question, Vanessa, what is a saying that you live by?
Well, you know, being from Chicago,
Chi-town.
you know, having a former music background, still kind of have a music background, but having a music background and, you know, being into hip hop, I gotta quote the infamous Kanye West.
Come on.
And my favorite saying is, everything I'm not makes me everything that I am.
Wow.
And the reason I like that quote so much is because we oftentimes look at ourselves and we hone in on what's wrong with us. Like, I'm weak in this area, I'm weak here, and we try to make ourselves better in the areas that we're weak. In reality, what you need to be doing is make yourself stronger in the areas where you're already strong.
Come on.
You know, and so it's like, it's time to stop saying, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this. Like, but I am good at this, I am good at that. For example, like, oftentimes when I was younger, people taunted me for being sensitive. Like, oh, Vanessa's so sensitive.
Same here.
Right. But that same level of sensitivity is also what allows me to be empathetic to other people.
Yep.
And to let people feel comfortable coming to me for counsel and things of that nature. So it's like, you can't have that version of me without having this version of me. It's all the same thing. So everything that I'm not makes me everything that I am.
Wow. You are amazing. Just so much wisdom.
You say that to everybody. Thank
No,
you.
you are. Like, you don't understand. Like, I tell my husband, I tell everybody all the time, like, I love being around powerful, influential women who are leaving an impact on the world. And like I said before, I'm 29. I know that I'll be making 30 this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And every single woman that I know that is in her 30s, y'all are killing it. I mean, I just got to drop the mic.
I mean, because it's like, okay, when you're in your 20s, you think 20s is it. And 20s is a fun time. You do a lot of self-exploration when you're in your 20s. It's cool. But it's like when you're in your 30s, like everything you worked for in your 20s and before that starts coming together in your 30s. And not only that, it's like you can still, like you're still young enough to go out and kick it and have fun, but you're mature enough to be like, no, I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm about to go do something with my business, or I'm about to hang out with my family, or I'm about to get this award. Like, it's like
real.
another, you know, so it's like it's another level. So it's like, don't be afraid to come into your 30s. It's a really awesome time.
Yeah.
When I look at myself in my 20s, I was stupid. I was so stupid at 20.
Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in the 20s. So it's kind of bittersweet because I'm looking forward to moving to the 30s, and then I like the 20s, but it's kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of ready to take that next step.
Like when you get into your 30s and you reflect on your 20s, you're like, I did some really silly stuff.
Right.
Like, who's that girl?
Who's that girl?
Who's that guy?
Right.
No, that person no more.
You know, Soror, just thank you.
No problem.
And that's
Anytime.
another thing. This is my Soror, okay? Hello, you know.
Beta Upsilon.
Come on.
Alpha
okay.
chapter.
Alpha chapter. Come on now. I really, really appreciate you coming on the show today. I definitely have to have you back. So in closing, you all, no shout, no doubt, without question, I am LWOO, the powerhouse. Peace, y'all. We're wrapping up Women's History Month, and oh my goodness, it is so hard to say goodbye to Women's History Month. I mean, I am just so honored to be a woman. And I just want to say to all the women out there, you are beautiful. You are so powerful, and you are extremely talented. I'm so proud of you, and I just want to say I love you, okay? I just want to say for being a woman, you're brilliant. For being a woman, you're amazing. For being a woman, you are the trendsetter, okay? First of all, we take care of everything in the house, okay? We make sure that our husbands and our children and our families, that everybody sticks together. We take care of fixing lunch. We take care of praying for our husband. We take care of praying for our families. We handle it at work too. Let me not forget that, okay? We walk up in there like we own it every single morning, okay? Whether you work a 9 to 5 or you are an entrepreneur, you are killing it, girl. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and bust something out for you. I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I do it naturally. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa, whoa. Whoa, you know, I had to do that for you guys because that's how much I love you. Like, first of all, I just want you to know that when you wake up in the morning, if you don't feel that way, I want you to go back to sleep. And then I want you to wake up again until you feel that way every single day about being a woman. I want you to wake up smiling. You know what? As a matter of fact, I want you to treat it like a musical. When you walk outside, if you're down and out, I just want you to look up to the sky. I want you to look for a bird, look at a tree, look at a flower, and then I just want you to bust out, I'm every woman. And even if you wake up your neighbors, that's all right. Have some fun in your life. The point is, I just want you to know that you are the chosen one. You are the one that is a force to be reckoned with. The day that you stop underestimating yourself is the day that limitless opportunities will start flowing in your life. Thank you for everybody that said that you can't, because now you know that you can. Thank you for every single person that said that you won't, because now you know that you will. Thank you for every single person that said that you are not equipped, because you are overly qualified. You are the #1 masterpiece that God created. You are brilliant, you are talented, and don't let anybody tell you anything differently. I don't care if you're having a bad day, make your bad day your best day. Make sure that you make each and every day count, because you are a woman. You are a creator, and you are a trendsetter. And walk on this earth like you know your purpose. Walk on this earth with confidence. Wake up every single morning and tell yourself, I love you, and thank the Lord for waking you up, because you have another day to go after your dreams. You have another day to get it right, even if you feel like you've been getting it wrong. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself some credit. Just for the simple fact that you birth children. Just for the simple fact that you get up each and every day and work hard for your family. Just for the simple fact that you love yourself and you love others. You are amazing. And I can't say that enough, you all. I could talk to you all day, as you can see, because I love you. I really do. But I just want to say it's Women's History Month. We're wrapping it up, and I just want you to leave Women's History Month with a bang. Go out with a bang and go into April saying, I claim it, I own it, and I walk through it, okay? I claim it, I own it, I walk through it, and I execute it, okay? Make sure that you take that spirit, that knowledge, that power in your heart into April and continue all year long. And one more thing, you all. This is 2018, so this is the year of new beginnings. I love you guys.
Hey girl, what's up? How you doing? Okay, wait, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, okay. LWOO, LWOO.